Hey everyone, this is Rye Lee. You might know me as Lee Harrison if you know me through business and other types of things with my legal name. But all my friends and a lot of other business associates know me as Rye Lee. And I'm on today with a multi-millionaire. He's worth over $45 million. He's helped at least 45 people become millionaires themselves. And his name is Robert Hollis.
Well, hello, Rye. I know you and I got a chance to get to know each other the other day, so I'm really looking forward to this interview. So I know you're a kind of individual that loves to put out information and content to help other people, so I'm glad to be an assistant with you and do this with you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've had this dream of helping people for many years. I used to be a life coach, and I got out of it because I didn't know how to sell myself. I just had no idea how to market or get out to anyone. And the funny thing was, I had people literally around the world on a monthly basis asking me to come to where they were and run workshops for $1,000 a piece. But I never got enough people in any one location to do more than a couple around North America. And so I kind of abandoned my dream. And for years I wanted to get back into it. And I started pursuing it, and then my friend George connected me with you, and ever since my life has just been on the fast track, and it's been going crazy.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it's amazing that, the people that I'm blessed to be able to help and coach all over the world because of technology, just like we're on now. And it makes it so much more cost effective for them. It also allows me to, schedule my time. I used to spend 50 weeks a year on the road. And so it's fun to want to travel all over the world to help people. But that can get exhausting in a hurry. And then, of course, when I started having children, it wasn't fair for them, so it was fun for me to take time off to be with my children and homeschool my boys. And then now stepping back into this next phase of my life to be able to run into individuals like you where we can, really get to know the stuff that can help people in all areas of their lives. So this is going to be fun working with you.
It's funny. You talk about people in all these different areas, and it's actually one of the questions I really wanted to ask you. And I'm glad it came up so soon, because a lot of people don't have a lot of attention span, especially when they start getting that feeling like, maybe this isn't for me. They watch about 3 to 5 minutes, and they just turn it off. And go, that wasn't for me. Especially when people are just so happy, like yourself. And a lot of people they're trying to get themselves going, and they just don't know how to do it. And so they're kind of miserable.
Right.
Talk to me 3 weeks ago. I was miserable. I was considering quitting my job, and I love my job. I've got a great job. I make a good amount of money, and things are great, but my life was not what I wanted, so I was miserable. So getting back to all these different types of people, I've got artist friends, I've got friends who make jewelry, they're painters, I've got friends who they're coaches, I've got friends who they want to learn how to make money, they want to do this, they want to do that, they make clothing, whatever. And all these different people, I've been telling them about unlimited profits and how it's helping me, and they go, well, I don't know if that's for me.
Right.
Who is this for?
Well, the people that it's for is the one thing I have learned, and people have to. I know that this works in anything that has to do with people that are addicted, and with drugs, alcohol, or anything. But a lot of people don't know that some of us are addicted to comfort. Some of us are addicted to just having certain individuals around us. And there's a phrase out there that's called, that you become who you hang around. And one of the things is you can't change what you won't acknowledge. So the first part is just to be aware that there's things and areas in your life that you believe should be better and that you want them to be better. And it's that first thought of just saying, oh, I'm aware that I'm unhappy and I'm aware that I got to do something else. You know what I mean? Now, if you do that, then that usually is when, things will come to you. It's always, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. But here's the next thing. If you wasn't really ready to act on it, you're not going to. I've been in situations where my life, and even recently, where someone said to me, have you heard this book about CEO and leaderships by Maxwell? And I said, no. And he goes, you should really read this book. And I'm thought, why would a CEO book come to me? Not even getting that I started a company at the beginning of this year. So, it's like, of course I would love to learn to be the best CEO I can. Of course I would like to learn to be the best leader that I can. So the question would be, should I take the time to find stuff on leadership and CEO? Do I want to do it? Honestly, no. Should I take time to do it? Yes. See what I mean? So being successful and being happy is always going to be more than what you're doing right now, which is nothing. It's like, getting in good health. Everyone knows, the classic thing: eat sensibly, drink a lot of water, and exercise at least 20 minutes a day. Go for a walk. Wow, those are things that are easy to do, and they are so much easier not to do. So that's the key right there. I just wish that people would say, listen, and one of my best friends has got this saying that's sort of serious, and it's not my personality trait, but he would say something to your audience, right, like I could say to you, are you really serious about changing the direction of your life, or are you just goofing around? See, that's not my personality trait to get in somebody's face like that. But stop complaining about a situation that you're not willing to do anything about, or even acknowledge that there's a problem. You'd be better off to just say, I'm just really not at the time and place in my life to do anything about it. And so now I'm at least got to be grateful and stop complaining about my current situation because that's insane. See what I mean? Insanity is every day getting up. I don't like my job. I don't like my life. I should be traveling more. I should be giving more to community. I should be, doing more for people. I should have more joy in my life. I should be healthier. I'm just not going to do anything. It's like, that's a way to go insane without a shadow of a doubt.
That's really funny. There's so many nuggets that, if we had a couple hours, I would love to get into. It's funny. I don't know if you caught it, but the live pro training that happened just this past Thursday, I guess just 3 days ago, with your son there, who I love your son. He's just amazing. He's been helping me so much, and I was watching that, and he was talking. It was all about, how committed are you? And I kept telling myself, like, oh yeah, I'm so committed. And here I was, getting off work, I'm tired, I watch a live training, I do a little of this and that, and then I make some dinner, and okay, I sit down and start watching TV. And then, okay, I've watched some TV, I don't want to do more training in this and that, so I go to bed. And then I watch this, and I want to be committed, I am committed, but I'm not acting committed. Right. It's okay, you're not committed, that's fine. Like he says, if you're a 2 out of 10, that's fine, just acknowledge it. Stop telling people, oh, I'm a 10, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then people who go like, great, come with me, let's do this, and then you go, I'm going to go watch a football game. I'm going for beers or whatever else. I canceled my poker games that I'm going to. Like, I'm not doing them anymore. I'm not going to anything superfluous, and it's all because of this, and I feel like I'm really making progress now. I'm staying up later than I should because I just can't wind down because I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
And, talking about addiction and whatnot, for years I was drinking, and now I'm done.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that whole thing that thoughts are things, you know what I mean? If we constantly don't know why we're not doing what we know we should, it's got to be in your thinking pattern. It just is. So just acknowledge that I'm not thinking properly around it. People go, well, how do you get passion in your life? How do you get purpose in your life? By writing it down. If I knew of another way, a simpler way, or a faster way of making it happen, so that's why in the mentorship program we immediately talk about, hey, Rye, what is your perfect day, man? And I mean, you're going to have perfect days, more than one, plural, right? But I want you to write down one of them. You know, just write down a perfect day that you, as you're writing it, can go, yeah, that's a kick-ass day. That would be an awesome day. Well, why do I do that? It's because it's just like me saying to you that, all right, Rye, listen, you know what? I had a friend of mine that was going to go with me to Bangkok, Thailand. I got a couple of meetings I got to do, and I've already got everything all taken care of, but he can't go. Can you find a way to go? Can you get the time off? I'll take care of everything. And see, there's two groups of people. Is one group of people go, you know, you better give it to somebody else. And the other person's going, I'm going to move heaven and earth to make sure I go with Robert for a trip to Bangkok. You know, and it's like, and guess what? You know, even if you're the person that would say yes, think about the different times in your life where you would have had to turn it down. So don't beat up yourself so much, because it's all about timing and you learning to reframe your mind. You learning to put on that paradigm and use philosophy. And I know that people will probably think I'm crazy when I say this, but you actually can trick your mind. You can 1,000% trick your mind. And that's a whole different subject, but but you can, you know, people are going, well, I can't change the way I feel. Yes, you can. You that whole BS about a leopard can't change his spots. You can change every flippin' spot on you. You just have to know it exists. You got to be aware that it's there. You can't change what you won't acknowledge. And then, you know, that whole stuff about people saying, well, that's a bad habit. You don't stop things, you replace things. You know what I mean? So if all of a sudden you put yourself in a mindset like I did, is I always wanted, don't know why, don't care why, I always wanted to go to South America. I just always have wanted to go to South America. And now you look at my life 5 years later, 6 years later, when I thought of that, I've been in every major city in South America. I've spoken on stage in front of tens of thousands of people in every major city in South America. You know, it's like, and people go, it doesn't happen like that. Well, as Henry Ford said, they couldn't read or write. If you think you can't, you're right. If you think you can, you're right. So again, it's learning how to think.
Yeah, it's you know, like myself and many other people, you know, we have these habit patterns who we've been holding them up for years, and people say, oh, you know, you've got this dream, well, you just got to stop doing that. Well, you just got to stop, you know, sitting around watching TV at night or having a glass or two of wine, and you'll do that stuff. And you go, yeah, but I need to do that because of this reason or that reason, and you defend it and defend it. And I mean, my mom, I love my mom. Well, me and her, we didn't get along for a little while, but now I love her. She is one of the most amazing, important people in my entire life.
Awesome.
And when I really got into this, I was going like, Mom, this will really help you with your dreams. And she said, well, it's just not for me. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I watched more training, and I went, oh, it's just she's not ready yet. You know, and that's fine.
It's all timing. And one of the things that we have a tendency of doing, Rye, and here's another psychology thing that we'll probably dig in forever. Whenever you confront somebody with change, the very first thing that they feel, again, we're more about emotions than thoughts, all right? So thoughts are emotions, okay? So when I say, Rye, you should do, or you should stop doing, immediately the whole consciousness is, oh, so you don't like me and you don't like who I am and what I do? See, it's this weird thing that we do that's self-sabotaging of all I was trying to do is help you. So I can guarantee you in some of the bad times that you had with relationships with your mother is her lack of ability to be able to communicate with you that she just loved you for who you were, doing whatever you're doing. But she's a parent, so like you said, who puts these stupid thoughts in our head? So then when she's around you, instead of just showing you unconditional love like you would show a golden retriever, she's got to say, well, Rye, you could have been, and you should be doing, and why aren't you doing this? And I can't believe you do that stupid stuff all the time, and you should be here. And it's like, wait a minute, if every time I'm around you, it's like I'm getting kicked in the back, slapped in the head, you know, because we just don't understand communication. So what we do is we go, I don't feel good when I'm around you, so I just think I'll stop being around you. So another way that you can help people is just like the $1 million question. I love that people love and have an inner heart for helping others. And so if you said this to your mom, not saying that this whole thing is about helping your mother, but if you said to your mom, listen, you know, I'm really, really going to go after this thing because I know I'm called to do this. This is my life's work. I want to be a life coach. I'm working with a guy that does that exact thing. So I want to learn from him, and I want to be, you know, speaking all over the stages all over the world, helping people. And I just thought, while I'm working with this guy, you got to know someone that is trying to change their life right now, or should change their life right now, that maybe I can help. And whoa, voila, you know. It's like, well, how about your siblings? How about your uncle? You know, how about, you know, it's hilarious. Because people that don't want to change know a lot of people that need to change. I don't think I've ever said that on a video ever. People that don't want to change know a lot of people that do need to change. That is hilarious. I cracked myself up. But through you helping others and through you doing for you, she'll come around. And if she doesn't, love her anyway.
Definitely, definitely. So a friend of mine yesterday was just asking, and you know, I found a video that kind of explained it, but seeing as I got you live here, it's always great to hear from you live. What's UP's mission statement?
Unlimited Profits mission statement is very simple: to make a difference in as many people's lives as fast as possible. And so my goal is to inspire, mentor, and train millions and millions of people. My first goal is to hit 1 million. You got to have goals to hit those. And I just know that the more that we get exposed, Unlimited Profit gets exposed to people, we're going to catch people and find people at the right time. And so history always is showing this, that if you speak to those that have ears to hear and you catch them at the right time in their life and they engage, they get some amazing results. And so that's what's happening with our company right now. We're not going to catch everybody at the right place at the right time, but I do know that there's a higher level of consciousness that's called social entrepreneurship that is the way the world is changing right now, and the internet is the reason for that. So the whole concept of people that are brand new billionaires in their early 20s, when I say that, it's amazing. You know what I mean? When you look at people that became billionaire status compared to people even a decade ago, you know, you look at the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs. I mean, we're talking about these people, and we'll talk about them forever. You know what I mean? And these individuals with passion and focus was able to become a billionaire in a whopping 15 years. You know what I mean? 20 years. And people are like, wow, you know? And now you got the kid, Eric, I believe is his name, was the guy that started Snapchat. He's 23 years old, and he hit billionaire status. It took him 4 years. I mean, but and it's weird that the rest of the world is not getting that these kids didn't get the memo. You know what I mean? And when you sit down and talk to them, they're talking on a whole different level. They're saying, okay, so imagine traditional business, right? You and I talking to these kids. And they come to us and they say, listen, I'm going to put this platform and this software together that allows people to take a picture, put it online, and it's only online for a little bit so they don't have what is called a digital footprint. So they can share a picture with people and then it's gone. So we're going to call it Snapchat. What are you going to charge for that? Oh, I'm not charging anything for it. So you're just going to let everybody use it for free? Yeah. How does this make money? I just believe in a philosophy that if you do something for others and you give enough of it away, that everything will be fine. Well, listen, that's not the real world. 4 years later, he's a billionaire. The kids from YouTube said the same thing. The kids from YouTube, I just want a software that allows people to be able to upload a video online and share it with everyone. I mean, people are going to have to catch on that it's all not about a business plan trying to figure out how to make money first. Now, the whole business model is changing to how I can serve community in the world first. And it's changing fast. So, you know, if you would have told me even 5 years ago that crowdfunding would be something, you know, so now the economy crashes in 2008, 60% of people's savings are gone. And not only are they gone, but people are losing jobs and have no way whatsoever to gain that 60% back that are going to be there for their retirement. But yet we had baby boomers that are retiring at 10,000 people are retiring a day right now, Rye. With nothing, don't know where they're going to go. And so now you got people out there that give a person that just retired a free Facebook profile. And we get to hook up with them and they get to go through our training for free to learn their skills so they can learn their voice, so they can learn how to market all over the world. Man, that's our mission statement. Our mission statement is also, that right now those billionaires that are doing social media, social marketing or social entrepreneurship, their goal is to make sure that everyone on the planet has one of these with free Wi-Fi. Not just Apple phone, I mean a smartphone, something that can access the internet. And right now, the owners of Google, the owners of Facebook, all of them, their number one goal is to make sure that they take Wi-Fi away from all the utilities worldwide and give it away for free. Who can stop them? They're multi-billionaires. So, Dr. Evil, I'm going to run the world. No. It's like you can communicate pretty good with people if billions of people have a device in their hand that they can access through free Wi-Fi to all the free knowledge of the world. We just barely touched where we're going to be 5-10 years from now.
Yeah. I was just in the grocery store yesterday, and I've begun eating a lot healthier and all kinds of things. Just my entire attitude's turned around. And I was in there the day before, and I walked right by these squash. And I'm like, oh, squash are good, but I have no idea how to cook them. So I'm in there yesterday, and I go, wait a second, I don't know how to cook them, but my phone sure does. So I pull my phone out and I go, well, you're here for dinner. Take the thing home with me. Yeah,
what's good squash, bad squash, how to be able to find one that's right versus not right. I mean, I'm definitely a lover for wisdom and knowledge, so that's where we're going, and that's what's going to make it amazing. I am so excited that we live in the times that we live in today.
And you talking about giving it away for free and still making money, that's something that more than a couple people have asked me. I've talked to people and I say, this is what it is, and I give them some free training, and they go, oh, this is great, and they go, well, he's talking about making money. Well, how do I make money? And I say, well, what did I do with you? I gave you some free training. They go, well, then how do I make money? And I'm like, just keep doing the training, and it'll explain itself.
It's a new way of thinking. The way of thinking is giving stuff away for free till the person is at the right timing. But here's a more unique thing, is that if we're giving away stuff, like, when you and I first met, I reached out and gave you the audios and the videos and the book for, the Science of Getting Rich, and I seen your post, you're already on it. and it's like, when you give stuff away from people for free, two things happen. Is if they start going through the knowledge, then they're never going to be the same person. So they don't even know that they already set wheels in motion, all right? So now they're going through it, and now it's like, okay, So the science of getting rich, I need to think of a way to be able to give to humanity, help as many people as I can for free, and out of the free people, I'm going to catch the right ones at the right time that want to also generate revenue from building this free community. So, you know, you and I didn't pay anything for Google Plus. We didn't pay anything for Google Hangout that we're on. When we're done, this is going to go to YouTube for free. Then we're going to take that, I'm going to give it, download it, and send you a link where you can download it on your computer to put it on Facebook for free and put it on your YouTube channel for free and share it with the world. Well, I don't understand why the guys of Google are billionaires, the guys of YouTube are billionaires, the guys of Facebook are billionaires. Everything that we just talked about, we're using platforms of people that give it away for free and they're billionaires. So I'd rather listen to billionaires than people that have never made any money.
Exactly. That's why I keep telling people, I go, you know, don't listen to me. I'm working a job. You know, listen to this guy. This guy knows. I've got two more questions I'd really like to ask before our time's up. Can you explain the difference between a pyramid scheme and true network marketing?
Absolutely. And if you don't mind, I'm going to add another one too, because of where we are with the internet. A pyramid scheme, first let me just talk about what a pyramid scheme is. And you can look this up not only on government websites of every country. Pyramid schemes are not good, they're illegal. And they're illegal for a couple of reasons. One is, the biggest reason they're illegal is the government doesn't get their money. They want to make sure that if people actually are getting money, they would like to get a part of it. That's what makes them illegal. But another thing that makes it illegal, which is good for consumers, is a pyramid cannot sustain its growth. Sooner or later, when the pyramid does scatter and stop building, then the people that just got in didn't get a chance to get a return on their investment. So they lose their money, which makes it unfair. If the people that got in at the beginning made money, the people that get in at the end should make money. And so where you can really identify an illegal pyramid scheme, and again, go on government websites, and we were just talking about the squash. Don't take my word for it. Go into Google and put, how do I identify an illegal pyramid? And here's the definition on government websites. Money is being exchanged for the cost of bringing in money. So that, you know, all these things, it's like if I come in with $200, $500, whatever amount, it could be $99. My goal is just to get other people in for $99 or the same cost that I got in. What do you get in return for that? Nothing. You get the chance to make money as long as you bring some other people in that come in for money. So the way you can define an illegal pyramid with something that's not is when the first original money comes in, whatever amount of money you are paying, $99, $200, whatever, you're getting something of value for that money. So you could just be a consumer and not have to recruit. So if you look at network marketing companies that are 50 years old, like the Amways, the Herbalifes, the Mary Kays, the Avon, the reason that the government never shut those down is because people can come in, and if they gave $99, they're getting $99 worth of nutrition products or skincare products or makeup. They're getting $99 worth of value. All right? Now, if they don't go out and recruit because they're not a sales type and they don't make money, it doesn't make it a bad company, because people got involved in Amway last year and they made money. Now it's 50 years old, so that means the people that got in 50 years ago made money, and the people that are just getting in that go to work and build a group make money. So it's the same opportunity today as it was 50 years ago. And so that's the difference. Network marketing, when you invest money, you're getting something for that, okay? Now let me take one more step further. Because network marketing models, majority of them, I would say 99.99999%, there's a awareness out there that's changing right now, but you have to pay to play. So there's a phrase out there that you got to become a distributor to make money in the company. Well, all of a sudden this model came out called affiliate marketing. If you go to the bottom of Walmart.com, there's a link that says affiliate. You click on that, you can become an affiliate for free, same as Amazon. And you could go in there, find a product that you like, that you could stand behind, that you believe in, and if you shared your affiliate link on all social media or through business cards or whatever, if someone goes to that link and purchases that item, you get paid. And you didn't have to pay nothing to fill out a form to become an affiliate and get an affiliate link. So Unlimited Profits is that model. You can get involved with us somewhere around this video. You're going to see Rye's link. You're going to be able to contact him, go in for free, and learn to build your brand and learn to be a marketer for free. If you send your affiliate link out to somebody and someone decides to what we call upgrade, they either buy our customizable blog, our customer management solution, or even decide to get into the mentorship program, if someone decides to do that and you're a free member, we're going to send you a check. You don't have to put money in to get that check. Now, if you decide to play on a higher level, you're going to get paid more, and that's just what we do. It's just like normal companies. If you do more sales through Amazon than everybody else, then you get a higher percentage. You know, so that's the way the world works. The people that work most and sell the most make the most. So that's just the way it works. So there's the differences between an illegal pyramid and an affiliate company and a network marketing company. So just for a brief second, if I could share with you with the way that attorney generals or let's say legal look at unlimited profits. If they came to me and said, Robert, I need to see your books, we think that you're in a legal pyramid scheme. The very first thing I would say is we have 162,000 free members. Well, what do the free members get? Over 200 hours of free training, plus the ability to make money. But what do they got to pay? Nothing. So you'll send them a check without them paying you a dime? Yep. Can't be in a pyramid, can't be illegal, and can't be network marketing. You see what I mean? It's that fast. And so the second part they could do is on a consumer side. So if a person came in and said, okay, if someone gives you $99 a month, what do they get for that $99? And Rye, you've already been in the back office, so you could be a personal testimony for this, but you guys can check all over. What we give people in value for the $99 is astronomical. I know people out there right now that charge, you know, anywhere between $400 to $1,000 an hour for personal mentorship. And so for me to have just on the personal mentorship side, not only 50 hours of already pre-recorded training, but every week on a weekly basis, we're adding more to that already database, plus over 1,100 videos that we have in there. We allow you to give away free training of stuff that I did years ago that I don't charge for, just so you can build a rapport with people to know, like, and trust you. So from a legal standpoint, if people looked at us, we look super, super, super clean. And that's the way I want to continue to make it, because it's just not by Canada law or a United States law. It's got to be by world law. And world law is, you know, there's a couple of countries in the world that don't like Facebook, but it's more because of an issue of free speech than just allowing people to learn for free. And so, you know, so that's a whole different subject. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it really does. It's great to have somebody have the same kind of explanation that I usually refer to. I actually took a small business course in college, and they talked about network marketing being the most successful business model there is. And I told my mom, she went, oh my God, they're all pyramids. No. The difference is you get something for what you pay for, and people, you come in at the bottom, and imagine every single person in the entire world was enrolled. And the very last couple people who enroll, well, are they still buying something? Are they still going to pay for it even though they can't enroll other people underneath them? And if the answer is yes, not a pyramid scheme.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, even if I never make a single dime from being a part of Unlimited Profits, which I cannot possibly imagine, but if that were the case, I know it's even helping me in my work. I've had relationships with clients have gone up where I've made sales. So it's helping me, and it's more than worth $99 a month, in my opinion.
And in my
Anyone
opinion,
watching can judge for themselves.
and in my opinion, if it's not, you can ask for your money back, and I don't even care why. We've allowed people to come into our company, use it for months, ask for their money back, and then they came back, and I let them come back. I mean, if you're in a real true service to people, you don't want their money. You want them to learn. You want them to actually get something from what you're offering if you're coming from a place of service. So I think I seen Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook one time go, he says, I've never seen so many people on the planet complain about something that we give away for free. But people are people. So it costs them nothing for a Facebook profile, but yet there's whole groups of people out there that are talking about his privacy and what he does, and it's like it's a free membership. Don't go on it. It's like you guys don't need to build groups in my free Facebook profile groups to complain about a free service. But hey, people are funny.
Oh dear. My last question I had on my mind for you was one challenge that I know I'm having, and I'm wouldn't be surprised if other people are having it as well, especially if they're full-time employees like myself. I've got a slightly more than full-time job sometimes, and there's just so much great information available on the site. You're sending me free audiobooks that I can listen to on jogging and doing the dishes and stuff like that. There's the free daily training. There's the pro mentorship if you upgrade. There's all the free audiobooks and all the others. Where should we start when we only have so much time, but we want to get those big results so that it encourages us to do more and it frees up more time? Because my goal is I'm moving in 4 to 6 months. I want to have enough income coming in that I can not have to do another full-time job, or at least do something in the for a couple months while I get to the point where this is a full-time income.
Well, you brought up some really great points, Rye, and there was a bunch of them there. I know that you probably know that you did that. My first thing is that's the importance of the personal mentorship, to find out exactly what people want in life. Albert Einstein said it best, and I 100% agree with the statement, is I can help anyone get what they want in life if I only could find people that could tell me what they wanted. And see, that's the biggest problem with the majority of the people that will ever get involved in anything, is they don't know what they want. So if they know what they want, then I can steer them to a place. I'll give you a couple quick examples. If someone came involved in unlimited profits and it's the 29th of the month, they need to find a way to pay for rent, or they're going to get kicked out on the 5th or the 10th. I would say that they need to focus more on understanding how to market what we have instead of learning what to do. Yes, they need to change the way they think. Yes, they need to become an entrepreneur. But like me, when I first found my first mentor, I was in a very dire, desperate situation. I wanted to know the things that I needed to do every day, Rye, to make money, and that's it. I knew I could learn the rest of the stuff later. So I only asked him. I asked my mentor straight out, just tell me the things I need to do every day and what I need to focus on. Now, that's because of an immediate need for financial relief. Does that make sense? On the other hand, let's say that the person's in a position where you are, and you got good money, but you don't like where you are, but you want to move on. See what I mean? You want to go do your life's work, right? So now if you've already set your goals that this transition's happening now and it's going to change within the 4 to 6 months, then I would say, listen, I would like you to work more on, and that's why I sent you the Science to Getting Rich. I believe that if people got money, that instead of going through the free training, instead of going through other stuff, they need to complete the mentorship program. They need to complete that 27 hours as fast as they possibly can, because now they're going to have an overall basics of what they need to do. You see what I mean? So they're going to understand why they need to think they need the way they should. What are we trying to get? What's the end goal? And by putting their perfect days together, they're going to be passionate and excited about experiencing this perfect day. So if someone were to ask me, what do I do first? Become a pro. It's $99. It's 100% money back guarantee. And then really, really focus on getting through those 27 hours. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, listen, I don't have time. Again, that's an excuse and a lie that we tell ourselves. It just is. And I brought up a great example on an interview the other day, Ryan. I've never used it before, but I'm going to use it quick with your interview. Is I said, let's say that your boss calls you, or tomorrow, Monday, you go to work. And when you go in, the person sets you down and says, listen, Rye, I got some bad news for you, but this is the way it is. We don't care that we're going to pay you overtime because we have to. We got a project. We have a new client that came on. We're doing a little different what we're doing. And you're going to have to give us an extra hour every day. Now, if you want to continue to have your Saturdays and Sundays off, you're going to have to make up that 2 hours sometime during the week, which means I don't care if you do that 15 minutes a day or if you do that a half hour a day. But what I'm telling you right now is we need an extra 7 hours a week from you. Now, here's your choices. Do it, or you no longer work here. Now, we just talked about at the beginning of the show, you can be upset all you want to be. You can complain, you can whine, but I'm going to keep my job. I need this job. You would put in the extra 7 hours. So when people tell me they don't have time, they're lying. See what I mean? They're just flat out lying, because that means in 3 weeks you could go through the mentorship program and you will never be the same person again. Never. Now, whether your timing is at the right place to start doing the things that you know now is a totally different place. So I know that seemed like a broad way to answer your question, but you want to be able to be specific with people on what they want and what they need right now. And then I can say, well, this is the part I think you should learn from. I've run into people, without going into any longer explanation of this, that just by talking to them, I knew they needed to learn to love themselves. They need to get rid of their unlimiting beliefs as far as self-confidence and belief, whether they're worthy or not. They needed to focus on understanding that they're okay. You know, so I'm going to get them to focus on understanding their personality trait, making sure that they go through things like the Code of Joy and Og Mandino, the world's greatest miracle. I need this person to start believing in themselves again. More than what and how, what to do, and how we're going to make their giant empire happen. These people don't even want to talk to people because they don't feel worthy that they have anything to offer. You see what I mean? So personal development, as you know, and mentorship is a little more detailed than a one-size-fits-all, and that's why our school system doesn't do very well in the United States. So I hope that answered your question, Ryan.
No, that was fabulous.
Good.
You answered it in so many ways. Well, thank you so much for your time, Robert. I cannot say how much it's meant to me to have you on here. It's not every day that I get the chance to speak with a real life multi-millionaire, and I'm just so excited to continue working with you.
Well, thank you, Ryan, and I want to do a quick shout out to George. I always love sharing with people that took the time and the courage to reach out to get us connected. So, of course, we got to mention Melody and, of course, Robert Hollis Jr. So, we're here to help you. Everyone that watches this video understand that, Rye did this interview more because he cares for people too. So if you can just listen to that part and allow Rye to be your tour guide. We're partners and we're friends. Allow him to be your tour guide and share with you the knowledge that he's not only gotten before he met me, but also the stuff he's learning right now. I truly believe that everyone can be better than what they are and get the results in life that they really, truly want. And so if we don't have that information, then that's difficult, and we can help you get that. So Rye, again, thank you very much. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'm looking forward to helping you help millions of people.
Have a wonderful day.
God bless. Bye-bye.